Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay here, and I'm back again with another Tesla video. Now, judging by the views of the last one, which was the top 10 things I hate about my Tesla Model 3, it seems like you guys really enjoy that content, so I'm back at it again. But today we're talking about the 10 things I love about it, so let's get it started. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm Alex. I make these Tesla vlogs, and if you guys are already subscribed, what's up, what's good? Now, if you're new and you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're into Teslas. Maybe you're thinking about buying a Tesla. If you guys end up purchasing a Tesla using my link down below, that'll give you guys 1,000 free supercharger miles. That means that you could go ahead and charge your car for 1,000 miles for free. So if you guys plan on buying one, definitely make sure to check out that link. Now let's get this video started. I already know everybody's gonna be asking about this right here. Now, whenever my air suspension kicks on and it fills the tank with air, it's going to use the power from the 12-volt battery. So whenever it does that, it has a slight dip, and then the voltage will go back to its normal state, and that's why it thinks that the battery must be replaced. But in actuality, it doesn't need to. So that's my quick explanation for it. Now let's get this video started. Starting off with the first thing that I absolutely love about this Tesla is the fact that it has so many cameras. As you guys can see, we already have 3 camera angles right here, and this comes in clutch when you're driving because you can see the car behind you. You can also see cars that may be in your blind spot. These camera angles are on the side of the vehicle, so sometimes you might have a car hanging out in your blind spot and you can easily see them during the day and even nighttime. And I feel like as car manufacturers develop more cars for the future, each and every car should come with some sort of camera system on it, very similar to what a dash cam does, because it does come in handy if you guys get in an accident. There's really not he said or she said, it's just the facts, what you guys see. Everything is recorded on this car when you're driving. It's called Sentry Mode. And that goes into every single camera that's on this car. It records when you drive, and you can also turn it on if you guys end up leaving the car in a sketchy place. It starts to record when people walk by the car. It just knows, so then it'll start recording in case anything happens. So I think it's super helpful to have that option, and that's my first thing that I'm going to pick on something that I love about this Tesla Model 3. Now, the second thing that I love about this car is the fact that the cabin is super minimalistic. As you guys can see, we have a steering wheel and we have this really nice screen in front of us. Now, this is the control panel for everything in this vehicle. It's straight from this screen. Personally, I like everything compact and in one unit. It just makes everything a lot easier, and you don't really have to fumble trying to remember where certain things are because they're all on the screen. Now, the third thing that I love about this car has to be the seats. Man, I gotta tell you, if you haven't sat in a Tesla before, you have to do it. I feel like it's one of the most comfiest seats that you'll ever sit on in your entire life. Before I got this car, I used to go to the mall and always sit in the Teslas. It really has this amazing feel. Now, the way that the seats hug your body is just perfect. It doesn't feel like it's doing too much. It doesn't even feel like the car is trying to. It just feels amazing. I don't know how to explain it. Now, I took this car on its longest road trip, which was down to LA, and that's about a 6-hour drive from where I am. And usually for 6-hour drives, I kind of do start feeling it in my back and stuff, but in this car, it makes that 6-hour drive feel like nothing. On top of that, we do have heated seats, which is amazing. Whenever I consider buying a car, I always think about my passengers in the back. Are they going to have enough leg room? Is it going to be comfortable for them? And I'm about 5'8", and when I sit in the back of this car, there's still plenty of room. It doesn't feel cramped up. In my Lexus IS 250, my knees were hitting the front seat and it wasn't a comfortable ride at all. But for something like this, if you have 4 people in the car and you're doing a crazy long trip, you're good to go. Another one of my favorite features has to be that the phone is our key. That means every single lock, every single door is controlled with this phone right here. So with the simple click of a button, I can unlock the car, and I could also lock the car as well. Now, I don't even need to be near the car to do that. I could do this from across the world. It does not matter, which I think is super cool and probably one of the best features about this car. We also have a variety of other things that we could do. We could flash the lights, we could honk the horn. That was pretty loud. We could even remote start this car for somebody else to drive. You could put the highest speed limit you want them to drive on this car right here, which we have set at 84 miles an hour, but I have that off right now. Moving on to the next thing I love about this car, it kind of plays off of this feature right here. So if you guys live in a hot area or a really cold area, you're able to preheat or pre-cool your car before you get into it. So inside it says that the car is 81 degrees, and let's say that's a little bit too hot for me. So maybe I'm getting ready, I'm cooking breakfast, or I'm doing my thing. All I have to do is hit turn on climate, and it will go ahead and start cooling the car. You guys see it right here, and I'm pretty sure you can hear the car in the back with the fans turning on. And I calculated the time to get it to a cool temperature in there. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. And just like it cooling down, you can heat it up. You could also turn on the heat warmers if you want your seats nice and warm by the time you get into the car. Pretty cool. A lot of people ask me this question. I figured that I would just answer it in this video right here. So whenever I charge this car, it costs me about $8, which is something that I love about this. It costs me about $60 to $70 for a full tank of gas, and this will take me about 200 miles for about $8 per charge. But if you guys use my code, you'll get 1,000 free supercharger miles. So that means that you guys will at least be covered for a good amount of time. And if you guys end up selling Tesla vehicles with your referral code, you'll also get 1,000 free charger miles for every single car that you sell. If you guys are wondering how much I actually paid for charging this car, I want to say I paid less than $100 since I've owned it, and I've owned it for a little over a year already. You guys have been absolutely killing the referral code, so thank you guys so much for using that. I have about like 70 something thousand miles that I could drive this thing for free, so we're good to go. We're set. So I feel like the Model 3 is the best bang for your buck, and when I say that, I'm referring to at least my standard, which is about $40,000. If you look at cars in that price range, you don't have as many options as the Model 3 offers. You don't have that key option with your phone. You're not able to preheat the car, pre-cool the car. Usually it doesn't come with autopilot, etc, etc. The list goes on. I could go on for a while talking about that. Yeah, I just feel like for $40,000, there are so many cars you can get, and the Model 3 has to be one of the best because of all of the options that come with it, even if it's standard. If you guys want to go more crazy, of course you could get the dual motor, or you could even get the performance, but I feel like the standard packs a punch, especially for that $40,000 price range. Now, I don't think this would be a complete list if we didn't mention the acceleration of this thing. I'm just gonna do a quick rip in my standard, and man, I'm telling you, the standard is super fast. This thing just goes. It's instant too. Quick pull real quick. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. That acceleration just puts a smile on my face, bro. I love how zippy this car is. There's no lag or anything. It's extremely responsive. If you hit that gas pedal, you press it down, you are going. I've been in a ton of cars where you hit the gas pedal and you need to get out of a certain situation and you don't end up going anywhere, and I personally hate that feeling. When you hit the gas pedal, you should be able to go and maneuver wherever you guys need to, because it could be a life or death situation where you need to get out of the way of something, and when you go press that gas pedal, you want to make sure that you're going somewhere. You don't want to be stuck in that exact spot. And you don't even have to be at 0 to feel the rip. At 50 miles an hour, you can still feel the rip. They'll still throw you back in your seat. So I don't know, man, this is just a fun car to drive. That has to be the top thing that I love about this car, the acceleration. Another thing that I love about this car has to be the cruise control. This cruise control will adjust to the cars in front of it, so there is a certain spacing going on. It calculates when we need to brake, when we need to gas up a little bit. So as you guys can see, we have a red light. The car did all of the braking, and we have the green light right there. I'm still driving the car, I'm still steering it, but it's basically braking and going for me. So this is perfect in traffic. Watch, as this car goes, it's going to go for me. See? Right there. It kicked on, and the max speed that we have it set at is 45 miles an hour. And you could just easily change that from your steering wheel, and it keeps a nice distance. You could change the car distance if you want to about 4 or 5 cars is what I have it at right now. And if anything goes in front of me, of course it will give me a little more space. So that's what I love about this car. It's not like any other cruise control that I've had personally. Every time I would use cruise control on my other cars, what would happen is I would have to deactivate it in order to prevent hitting the car in front of me or to keep a certain distance. But with this car, it already does all of the calculations for you, so it keeps that distance, and it's basically smooth sailing from here. So we're gonna test it again, see if the car brakes for us. Not pressing anything. Car is already slowing down. It notices that everybody else is slowing down, and it should stop for us right here. Yep, stopping for us, and it's holding the brakes for us. Perfect. And we'll test it again with you guys right here. It should go. Car's creeping up, and we are off. See? Beautiful. So right now I have a wall right in front of me, and it says that we are 24 inches away. A bunch of cars will just beep saying that you're close to an object, but it never tells you how far you are specifically. So when I get closer, you'll see that it changes in inches. All right, y'all, that's going to end this video right here. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the Tesla content. If you guys made it to the end of this video, does pineapple belong on pizza? Drop a comment down below. I'm going all in. Pineapple on pizza, gang. I'll see you guys very soon for the next video. It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay. I'm out. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.